Welcome to Let's Do Yoga with Joanne, and I'm Joanne. I'm so glad you could join me today. You are going to need a block. So this is what a yoga block looks like, and if you have one, that's great. You can use it. If you don't, you can just go grab any books out of your collection. So just to show you how old I am, this is an actual photo album. Hey, people don't even have those anymore, do they? Anyway, that's what that is. So you can choose either a book or a block. Later, we'll begin with birthday breath, and that's where your shoulders are over your hips. You want to inhale as much air as possible, really fill it all up, because today you're 110 years old and you need to blow out every single one of those 110 candles. So deep inhale, fill it all up, and then leaning to one side because it's a big cake, blow, exhale, and come back into that neutral position. Take an ordinary breath, otherwise you'll get lightheaded. And then a big inhale, lean to the other side and blow out the remaining candles that you missed. And take a look, and sure enough, there's always one pesky candle that you just can't blow out. So let's try that one more time for the last time. Inhale, really fill everything. Fill your lungs and your diaphragm, like up, middle, down. And exhale. Awesome. So today's class is all about using our shoulders and especially our upper backs. The movement being light, there's no weights involved, but there is big movements. So you can only do what you can do. If you have terrible arthritis, you may feel that you're hindered or challenged a bit, but you just do the best you can and it'll be good enough. Okay, so I want to do a body tense and release. I'm going to close my eyes because I can think better when I do that. So my eyes are closed. I'm going to tighten my toes, tighten my feet, tighten my calves, maybe even lift those. Oh, that's pretty hard to do seated, so it can't be done. So tighten the kneecaps and the upper thighs, tighten your butt. So you are solid from the butt down. Now see if you can get a little tension into that belly band. With your elbows, bring them back and down to set those shoulder blades, and then make a fist. Get some power and tension into the forearms and into the upper arms, and release. That actually feels quite good. So I want to do a little bit of shoulder work right away. On the inhale, let's lift our shoulders up. And then on the exhale, I'm going to lower them down, and I'm going to bring my neck forward and my shoulders back. And then come into that neutral position. So inhale up, exhale down. Don't worry about your breathing for this third part. Just project the chin and head forward and the shoulders back. So you're getting this space. And once more, getting the shoulders over the hips, inhale the shoulders up. And then exhale them all the way down, really dropping them away from the ears, jutting the chin forward and bringing the shoulders back. Just trying to get a little bit of nice, safe movement in those shoulders. So I want to do a little bit of breath work still. So we'll take that inhale, leaning forward. On the exhale, you're going to take your arms to swoosh them back quickly and just expel your air. Really try to use the diaphragm to get that air pushed right out. And it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. So I could feel my lungs really working on that one. Pick that block or book up, whatever you're choosing to use, so we can come into this little bit of seated flow that's going to exercise the shoulders quite a bit. Get a lot of movement in there. And we want to do a little bit with our spatial physical knowledge. So you're going to be passing this block off to the other hand here and behind your chair here. You want to get it right into that grip, trying, to know exactly where you're sending it so that we can review that, because as seniors, we tend to lose that ability. So let's see if we can reconnect, okay? All right, and we'll begin. Inhale, the right hand and left hand up. The right hand has the block. Exhale, the left hand takes that block and brings it down. Inhale, you're going to bring that block forward. Exhale, you're going to bring the right hand behind you and grab for that block with the left hand. Inhale, bring that left hand forward. Move those knees apart. Inhale. Exhale, you can take that block all the way to the floor. Maybe you want to sit it up high. Maybe you want to, set it lower, but it goes right to the floor. The inhale, the right arm lifts either the block up or just the hand. Exhale, it comes back down. Inhale, the left arm comes up, maybe with the block. Maybe it just is without the block, and exhale it back down. The inhale, you lift this all the way up over your head. And then on the exhale, you want to take this block to your right shoulder. So you're either going to come behind the neck to try and get it to that shoulder. For a lot of people, that's way too hard on the shoulders. So maybe they are coming across the front, but you're still trying to get that to that right shoulder. The inhale comes back up. The exhale takes it to the left shoulder. The inhale comes back up. And then on the exhale, you do a big, huge paddle wheel. So the exhale, that block comes all the way down. You scoop it back up, bring the knees in, and back it comes on the lap. So let's see if we can actually do that now. More likely a little closer to the breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, exchange, and the arms come down. Inhale, they both come forward. Exhale, the right hand comes behind. Inhale, the left hand takes that block and comes forward. So just go ahead and exhale, bring that block to the floor. All right, leave the left hand down. Inhale the right hand up and exhale the right hand down. Leave the right hand down. Inhale the left hand up. Exhale the left hand down. Both hands are on that block now. Inhale it all the way up over your head. Exhale and bring that block to the right shoulder, either in front or behind, however it works. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, bring that block down to the left shoulder. Again, maybe it's behind, maybe it's in front. Inhale all the way up. Exhale and do your paddle wheel and really scoop it up. Okay, and the legs come in. One more time. Do you need a second? You can always pause. All right, let's begin. Inhale, right hand up. Exhale, transfer to the left and bring them both down and then forward. Inhale. Exhale, take the right hand behind you. Transfer to the left hand. Inhale, bringing it forward. Exhale, bring that block to the floor. Leave the left hand there. Inhale the right hand up. Exhale the right hand down. Leave the right hand there. Inhale the left hand up. Exhale the left hand down. Both hands are on the block. Bring that block all the way up over your head. That's your inhale. Exhale, bring that block to the right shoulder. Inhale up. Bring that block to the left shoulder. Inhale up. And exhale, do that big paddle wheel all the way down and around. So lots of shoulder and upper body, upper back work happening there. I hope nobody's sore. You can put that block or book or whatever you were using away. So we want to do a balance, and today we'll do, let's actually play a little with eagle, a little bit with eagle. So I'm going to use right, left. It might not look like that to you, but you can either do the visual, what you see, or you can do the audio, what you're hearing. I'm going to make my right leg good and strong, and it's going to be solid as I stand on that right foot. My left leg will cross in front, and I don't know if you can see, might have to back up. You can either have this left toe pressed on the floor, or you can lift it up. So it kind of depends on your balance, because you're still hanging onto the chair, so you can do whatever you need to do with that. And then find something to stare at that doesn't move, so you don't want it to be me. And get light on your fingertips if you can. So you're probably gripping pretty hard, so you want to get kind of light. You want to get frustrated in your balance poses. That's when the work gets done. So making sure you are safe first, and then a little bit frustrated second. There's kind of that fine line there. So hopefully you can find where that is. And you might be able to take a fingertip off or not. And then go ahead and put that left leg down, because your right leg's probably getting pretty tired. All right, so now I'm going to stand on my left leg. I'll bring that right leg in front, and I'm either going to touch that toe down to the floor, or I'll leave it up. That depends on you. Then I'm hanging onto this chair. Now is when I want to find that drishta point, 45-degree point that isn't going to move. And I will try and get my fingers light on the chair. Maybe I can do a fingertip and take it off, which will get me really shaky and blowing in the wind, which is exactly what you want. And then go ahead and grab that chair. So we're going to do a brain yoga, and it's called twiddle. And then we'll come back to balance, and we'll see if the second time around is any better after waking up your brain with the brain yoga. Okay, so my fingertips and my thumbs are together. I'm going to come really close to the camera so you can see what I've got, what I'm doing here. And I want to twiddle my thumbs first. So I'm doing that in a forward motion, just the thumbs, but the fingers stay pressed together. Then I'm going to press those thumbs together, and I'm going to twiddle the pointers. So not that hard yet, just wait. Press those pointers together. Now I want to try and twiddle the middle. So I'm circling those around. Boy, you can really see the arthritis in my middle fingers here, eh? And then press those together. Now you got to do those ring fingers. Trust me, they're the hardest. So you're trying to circle them. See what you can do. Circling them around. It's not easy. And then press those two together. Now you just got the pinkies left, and you want to circle them around. So you're circling them. And then press those fingers together. All right, well done. Let's go do our balance again and see if it's any better. So the theory behind it is that you do a little bit of brain yoga. It wakes up the synapses in the brain and the neurons and all that. And then you are able to do it a little better. Let's check it out. I'm going to put all my weight into that right leg, cross over with my left leg. Maybe my toe will touch the floor, and then again, maybe not. And I will try and get light on my fingertips. Find something to stare at that doesn't move, like, so don't make it me. And then see if you can get those fingers off of that chair, or if you can get light if you weren't able to get light before. Take a few seconds to play with that. And then put your hand back on the chair. So you know what your homework is this week, right? Standing by the counter. You're going to check this out every now and then. Okay, so my left leg is good and solid. My right leg is crossed in front. And like eagle legs, they go all the way around. But we're just playing with this. And find something to stare at. See if you can get light on those fingertips, or, you know, like maybe you can remove the fingertips for like a millisecond or not. And then you can put both feet down. So sometimes it's a little easier the second time around. I hope it was easier for you because that's the theory behind it all. Okay, then let's just do a little bit of stretching here. I want to do gate pose. So my right knee is going to stay pointed forward. I'm going to scooch over a little bit towards the left-hand side of the chair and then bring my left leg out to the side. Now, maybe you can bring your leg all the way out to side. Lots of people have hip issues, and so you might look more like that with your leg forward, the knee might be bent, you know, it might be more like that. But since this is a side bend, that doesn't need to worry you. You don't need to worry about that. So I am going to take mine to the side. My left hand will come to the top of that leg, so maybe I'm here, okay? And then my right hand, I just want to bring that all the way up, making sure my shoulder is still over my hip. I don't want to be bent forward. I'm going to try and keep that shoulder over that hip and then just take a bit of a bend. So really trying to work the spine back there and open up the ribs. So your spine has to have a bit of a bend in it as well. And then you can bring that right hand down, grab onto the side of the chair, lift the left hand now up and over. Okay, so you might want to hang on to that so you don't feel like you're going to slide off the chair. Bringing that up and over, really stretching out the left side ribs and then coming out of that. You don't want to have that hand up there too long, and switch over. So now my left knee is pointing forward. My right leg either comes to the side or wherever you can safely get it to without getting hurt. And I'm going to have my left hand travel down, my right hand travel down that right leg, and my left hand now in line with my shoulder and hip is going to come up and over as I stretch out those ribs and put that little curvature in the spine. And then coming out of that, I want to place my hand on that chair, grab on tight, bring my right hand up and over. So first I kind of get to that straight place and then I take it over and I really open up those ribs and I really try and get a good stretch in the spine and the ribs, even in this, right down to that outer hip. And my flexor is stretched and you can come out of that. Okay. So I just want to do a little more with the back, working our back, trying to get that a little bit warmed up and feeling good. So a good way to do that is to do a chest opener into a rounding of the back. So the chest opener kind of looks like this, like you're creating a shelf with the upper chest and that shelf is parallel to the ceiling. Yeah, trust me, you won't actually get that, but that's what you're hoping for. Opening up those arms and you've got a curvature towards the back in the spine. So being careful of that, that's not for everyone. Then I'm going to bring my hands around, place them on the tops of my knees, round my back, scooch my tailbone under me, and really stretch out that back, which feels pretty delicious, I have to say. And then do it again. Open up that chest. Trying to make a shelf. Bring those hands to the top of the knees, round that back, really work on it. Stretch out that lower back by tucking that tailbone under you. And one last time, I'm going to open up. And then I'm going to round that back. And I have to say that my shoulders and my back do feel really good after that. So if you enjoyed the video, if you got something out of it, please like or share or subscribe and pass it on. And then let's do some relaxation here as we press our lower back into the back of the chair. Most people are tempted to get up now, shut that program off and get on with their life. But really, it is a very good idea to just take a few minutes to let your body and your mind process what you've done. So go ahead, press into the back of the chair with your lower back, if you can, if that works for you. Close your eyes. See if you can focus on either a sound. Is there a sound in your house? The ticking of a clock, the running of the fridge, somebody outside? Just try and focus in on that sound or on your breath. And if you have to say inhale and exhale, then that's what you do. But you want to focus in on either of those two things for 30 seconds, starting now. And then slowly opening your eyes. So our final namaste. Namaste means that I see the light in you and I bow to it. That's kind of, a loose interpretation of what it means. So may your inner light shine for all to see. Namaste.